What's up, wise ones? Doppelraxinane and Doppelgangen's my game, and welcome back to another video review. This time, I'm taking a look at a little game called Windrose. But before we get started, please remember to drop a like on this video if you enjoy our content, and click that subscribe button to stay updated with our content and to help us out with the YouTube algorithm. It really does help us out, and we do appreciate every single comment you guys leave down below. So what is Windrose? Well, Windrose is what happens when you blend together games like Valheim and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You will find familiar elements from both games here. At its core, Windrose is a survival game most similar to Valheim. You don't have to worry about hunger or thirst, as sating those is optional, but you will get stat bonuses if you do eat food, like increased health and stamina. And depending on what recipes you eat, you'll get stat bonuses that can tie into your character's build. I'll get into that a little bit more later. And of course, standard to the genre, there's a building and crafting mechanic, where you need to build your survival huts and your crafting tables. It's a little bit clunky when comparing it to Valheim, but it functions. There are a lot of pre-built structures too, in case you're not the creative type. And similar to Valheim, some of your crafting tables will need roofs in order to function, so you will need to build accordingly. But unlike Valheim, where you need a fireplace to sleep, and you need some creativity to build a chimney so you don't smoke yourself in your own house, you just build a bonfire that acts as the hub for your base. The center of your base is the bonfire. It's a nice mechanic that ties the base together. It takes away the tedium of finding resources that you need to craft something, and as long as your resource is in a chest somewhere around your bonfire, then the crafting table will automatically fetch that item for you, allowing you to craft whatever it is you're trying to craft. I do like nice little quality of life things like that. It takes away from tedious gameplay, and it will make Build on Pirate Cove that much more fun. Now when it comes to combat, again, it's very similar to Valheim. There's some weight to your attacks, and the different weapons can affect how you fight. Heavy clubs will hit hard and easily stagger your opponents, while the lighter weapons will attack fast, allowing you to perform follow-up actions more quickly, like blocking or dodging. Each weapon has a stat tied to it, meaning it'll be more effective if it coincides with your main stat. Clubs being strength-based, rapiers being precision-based, and scimitars being agility-based. There's even an assortment of firearms you can acquire: flintlock pistols, blunderbusses, and muskets. Though, the early game, your shot and gunpowder will be hard to come by, so use those sparingly. There's also a skill tree available with many different perks to further benefit your playstyle. I can't wait to come across those videos that tell you what the most broken skill points or items are in the game. I myself chose a rapier that inflicts bleed damage stacks with every hit. I hit the enemy quickly a couple of times and then dodge any attack that they may counter with, and then the bleed damage does all the work. Now so far, I've explained why this game is very similar to Valheim. Now, I'll tell you why it's similar to Black Flag. It's not just the pirate atmosphere that makes this game essentially Pirate Valheim. Fairly early on, you'll come across a shipwreck that you can repair, and once you progress some of the quests that further the main story, you recover some of your crew members, and then you can take on that ship to high seas. Now this is where the Black Flag elements come into play. Sailing feels very similar to that game. You can sail and engage in piracy, visit NPC trade posts, do some fetch quests for the different factions around the archipelago. The game really opens up once you get this ship. And the best part is, this game is 10 out of 10 just for the sea shanties alone. I love them. So, progression works very similarly to Valheim, but with an added quest system. It's fairly standard. You've got your side quests to keep you busy, to take goods from point A to point B, hunting pirate ships and slaughtering camps on some of the islands. There's a lot of content to keep you procrastinating, but essentially, progression is biome-based. In Valheim, the meadows act like Act 1, while the forest acted like Level 2, and etc, etc. It's a very similar system here as well. Progressing the main quest line, you'll eventually discover the main threat of the biome. A boss fight will take place, and then you'll gain tools in order to access the Level 2 biome. Now, as of recording, I've logged about 12 hours into this game. And sometimes, when my Lord and Savior, 3.0, demands a video of me, I'll play the game. I'll make a video recording my thoughts and then move on with my life. But this game here, this is definitely a game I'm playing post-review. There's a lot to do in this game, and I can't wait to discover all the things within this game. That being said, there are a few flaws that I've already noticed. Sometimes ships will glitch out and get stuck on docks when you're moored at one of the settlements. Sometimes they spawn camp you and just do this weird thing. And even if you can sneak aboard an enemy ship without floundering them, the crew on that ship will infinitely respawn, thus making the point of sneaking aboard an enemy ship not worth any endeavor. Also, as of right now, I do not see a point in boarding enemy ships. There isn't a noticeable award when you board the ship as opposed to just sinking them outright. And the whole process of boarding an enemy ship, it just seems early in development. That's another thing you gotta keep in mind with this game. It is very much so early in development. Hell, I went to the edge map just to see what the game will do to keep me within the game world, and as I approached, I entered this area called the Blockade. Creepy music started to play, and the description of the area said that no one gets through this area alive. I even got a warning on the hub telling me to turn back to be sunk. But what actually happens? Does a scary Omega dreadnought of a galleon appear to sink you? Nope. Does the whistling of bombards crackling through the air blow you up? Nope. Does a kraken show up to bring you down to Davy Jones's locker? No. What actually just happens is you hit a death plane and die. I really do hope that they get creative with this edge map in a future update, because right now what it is, it's kinda lame. But of course, this game is really fun as it is right now, and I do sincerely hope that the devs make improvement and bring new content in, so that this game doesn't fall into the same trap that Valheim did. Great game, but slow content rolls, and the hype kinda just fell off big time. So I really hope they don't follow the same footsteps that Valheim did. But of course, if devs take their time making patches, then there's always a dedicated community of modders to bring content to the game themselves. And if you are somebody who likes to mod your game, then I recommend Xmod. And now for my conclusion. Windrose has a solid foundation to be a great game. If you are a fan of games like Valheim, and you're dying for a pirate adventure that Black Flag offered, then Windrose is definitely on my list of recommendations. Hells, this game's got sea shanties. What more could you want?
Reskin!